In this lesson, we'll take a look at the various parts of the catalog record, as it provides you with a lot of information about an item. This can help you prepare your bibliography and help you find other sources on your topic. This is the library catalog record for a book called Renewable Energy, Power for a Sustainable Future by Godfrey Boyle. At the top here, you'll see the title of the book and the author. In this case, Godfrey Boyle is actually an editor. The place it was published, Oxford. The publisher, Oxford University Press. And the year the book was published. You'll need all of this information in order to cite this source. This is what goes in your bibliography, reference list, or works cited list. Other information you'll see in the book record is a description of the book. From the description of this book, we can see that it's 477 pages long and includes both illustrations and maps, some of which are in color. Sometimes, but not always, the catalog record will provide additional details, such as information on the contents of the book. As you can see here, this book has several chapters. One on solar thermal energy. Here's a chapter on solar voltaics, biomass, hydroelectricity, and other chapters on tidal power, wind energy, wave energy, etc. This is a really useful feature if you're looking for books on a very specific topic. For example, if I was writing a paper on biomass, I might not be able to find an entire book on biomass, but by doing a keyword search for that term, it's going to pull up books like this one that have sections or chapters on biomass. Let's scroll down here to the bottom. The library catalog record also provides holdings or copy information. This information tells you which library or branch library has the material, where in the library the material is located, under what call number to find the item, and whether or not it's available. And this is all the information you need to actually write down to go get the item off the shelf. First, we're going to write down the collection. This item is in the Stewart Library and it's in the general collection on the top level of the library. The next thing we're going to look at is over here on the right, and that's the status. It is checked in. If it were checked out, it would have a due date when the item was supposed to be returned to the library. And finally, the most important item here is the call number. This tells me exactly where upstairs I need to go to find this book. Call numbers can be tricky. If you need help locating an item, just ask for assistance at the reference desk on the middle level of the library. On days when it's not busy at the desk, we can actually walk upstairs with you to help you find it. So let's talk about call numbers for a minute, because understanding how call numbers work can save you a lot of time when searching for items. Libraries use different systems to organize items by subject, and most academic libraries, including ours, use the Library of Congress classification system. In this system, items are labeled with a combination of letters and numbers, and this is known as a call number. The most important thing to understand when reading a call number is that the letters and numbers assigned to the books and journals correspond to the subject matter. The publication date is often the last element of the call number. So let's look at a catalog record. In the Library of Congress classification system, the book What Video Games Have to Teach Us About Learning and Literacy by James Paul Gee is assigned this call number. If you break down that call number, you'll see that GV refers to all books dealing with recreation. Breaking it down further, the next number focuses specifically on video games. That last letter, G, is the first letter of the author's last name, and 2003 is the year the book was published. Let's look at another example. The book Nursing Theory, Analysis, Application, and Evaluation by Barbara Stevens Garnham is assigned this call number. If you break down this call number, we find that all books that begin with the letter R deal with medicine. RT is the specific field of nursing, and RT 84.5 is the philosophy of nursing. B is the first letter of the author's last name, and 1998 is the publication date. So why is it useful to understand call numbers? If you'd like to find other books on this same topic, you could go find this book and look right next to it on the shelf. Here you'll see other books with similar call numbers that deal with the same topic. Or, if you just wanted to browse the shelves to see what books on nursing we have in our collection, you could go to that section that starts with RT and look. Another easy way to find books on the same topic is to use the Library of Congress subject headings in the catalog record. From the subject headings, in this book, we can see that the book deals with the philosophy of nursing. And if we click on that, it will pull up this book plus all of the other books in the library that deal with this topic, and there are 47 books. Let's take a look at one more book record, and that's the book record for an e-book. As you can see from the record for this title, Eco Pioneers, the electronic books found in the library catalog have all of the same information that print books do, except they don't have call numbers listed. Instead, there is an e-books link in the catalog record, which links directly to the electronic version of this book. Here are a few additional tips on locating the items you need in the library. Catalogs use many different words to describe libraries and locations within libraries. For example, your book might be located at either the Stewart Library or the Davis Campus Library. It might be located in the reference collection or the general collection. Here are two book records, and you'll notice that this book has two copies. There's one collection at the Davis Campus Library and one copy at the reference collection of the Stewart Library. Words are used to describe areas in the library where items are grouped together in a particular manner, and these areas are called collections. The Stewart Library has many collections. Archives items are on the lower level. Archives is a repository for the historical records of Weber State University. Here you can find copies of old Weber State yearbooks from the early 1900s, or old newspapers, or old college catalogs. These items cannot circulate. Reserve bookroom items are located on the lower level, and these are usually placed there for specific courses, and they may be checked out for a limited period of time. Ask for reserve items at the circulation desk on the lower level. Media items, such as videos and DVDs and CDs, cassettes, and vinyl and media kits, are located on the lower level next to the circulation desk where you check out your books, and all of these may be checked out. Curriculum collection items are found on the lower level, and these include materials primarily used by teachers, such as sample teachers' guides or curriculum guides or textbooks, and these may be checked out. Young people's collection items are on the lower level and include books written for children and young adults, and these items may be checked out. Reference items are located on the middle level, and these items may not be checked out. Government documents are on the middle level north of the reference collection, and most of these items may be checked out. If an item says General Collection, it's located on the top level of the library, and all of these may be checked out. If you see an item in the catalog that says Display Area, it's located on one of the library's numerous display shelves, and these can be checked out. Ask for assistance at the reference desk. Special collections items are on the top level and include books and manuscripts and photographs and materials which are unique in nature or content. Some of these have special informational or monetary value and require special care and treatment. These items cannot be checked out and must be viewed in the Special Collections reading room. So what do you do if you find an item in the library catalog but you can't find it on the shelf? If the catalog record says that the item is not checked out, ask anyone working at the reference desk to help you. So let's talk about how to obtain items that Weber State University Library does not own. For example, if your professor tells you about a great book he read, and you want to check out a copy from the library but we don't own it, we can actually get a copy of that book for you through a free service called Interlibrary Loan. Here's how it works. From the main library homepage, library.weber.edu, you'll click on the link that says Interlibrary Loan. If you've never used this service before, you'll fill out the first-time user's registration form. So let's click on that. This only takes a few minutes to fill out, and you'll need your W number. From the first screen, you'll scroll down and first-time users click here. And this is the form you'll fill out. It asks you for your first and last name, your email address, your W number, your address, your academic status, and then you'll need to give it a username and a password. Be sure to give it a username and password that you'll remember later. Once you've set up your account, you can start requesting materials. And I'm going to log into my account here. There are forms available for the most common items requested, including articles and books, and these are over here on the left. And if you click on one of these forms, for example, this is to request an article, you simply fill out the forms, and on the bottom, click Submit Request, and your item is submitted. When filling out a request form, be sure to include all of the required information. And once you've submitted a request, you can track your progress just by logging back into your account, looking at the outstanding requests information on the main page. You'll be notified by the library via email when your item has come in. To get a book that you've requested, you actually come into the Stewart Library circulation desk and pick it up. If you want to retrieve articles you've requested, log into your account and click on Electronically Received Articles from the View menu. And your articles will appear here, and you can click on the PDF version of the article. While articles are usually here within a couple of days, keep in mind that it may take some time for books to arrive. If your paper is due in 2 days, you probably won't want to count on Interlibrary Loan to write the paper. Here's a few tips to help you succeed. Library catalogs usually have tips or help screens. In our library catalog, it's in the top right-hand corner. These are useful if you can't remember how to refine your searches. Also, be persistent. Try different searches and use different terms. If 4x4 doesn't work, try 4-wheel drive. Check your spelling. Even if one letter is off, you will not find items on your topic. And most important, ask a librarian. We love to help.